Hello guys, subscribe WorldWideChels.
I would watch us. WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thanks for your support.
Can't believe what we have just seen, Chelsea fans. Chelsea results. Chelsea have bottled it. Tottenham-esque, Man City-esque. I can't believe I knew something like this would happen, especially with the way the performance was going in the last 20-25 minutes. It was meant to be a Todd Boehly, future Chelsea owner, first win. The celebrations for the goals were looking good. Everything was looking good. Lukaku back on form, maybe confidence goals, stuff like that. I can't believe what I'm seeing with this football club, man. I did say if we lose top four, it's because of us, and we'd only make it if the teams around us bottle it as well. We're going to be getting into it, of course. Everyone tuned in. If you guys can, like the video to support the channel in general. Subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification, and tune in every single day. Yeah, listen, we're not going to start with Matt because he's not on camera, unfortunately. We're going to go with Wayne. Wayne, talk to me.
Thank you for letting me on the stream again, like always. I hope everyone's good in the panel. I hope everyone's good in the chat. I thought it's too good to be true. Lukaku scoring 2 goals. Now, I saw us playing. I thought, yeah, it's too good to be true. And there's certain players I'm fuming with. I think let us down big time today in this game. I actually was watching the game confident, and when I said to you 2-0, I actually did think it would be 2-0. And when we went 2-0 up, I thought this is too good to be true.
Yeah,
and we do what we do always at the moment. Give it a last bit minute, say, hey, this is too easy. Let's give them the game. Let's give them some points. It's just rubbish. It's just
listen.
Yeah.
Listen. The result put my cat to sleep. You guys can see him. He's done with it as well. The cat is done.
Yeah, that's the mood right now, Sadiq. Just put me to sleep.
Honestly, I think Matt said it when we had 6 minutes added on, or Alfred said it in our chat that listen, it's gonna happen, and we did concede. So, people, okay, I get you guys about Aspi and Alonso and defensively Loftus-Cheek for me, Kovacic, but Saar coming on as well, man. It's frustrating, people, man. Matt, talk to me, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, half of these players are checked out. They don't give a fuck. We know who they are. Unfortunately, there's so many players checked out. It's not like you can go, let's not play them because we don't have we don't have enough players to put on the pitch, unless we're going to go to 17, 18-year-olds on the pitch. But yeah, I mean, some of the mistakes, some of the decisions. I know people are moaning about Tuchel, which I think is again silly because they were moaning about the midfield too. But who else are you going to play? You've got no one else to play. Jorginho and Kante are injured; they're out. So, with Ruben and Kovacic, because they're both players that like to drive forward and they haven't really got that discipline to stay back. You're going to get caught on the transition, especially when you have people like Aspi and Alonso that don't have recovery pace on the wings. So it was natural that they were going to concede chances like we did. I actually, just to try and be a bit more positive, I don't actually think we played terrible in the game. I thought the first 60 minutes, I thought we created chances. And as I'll get on, we should have had more goals. But it was we just bottled it at the end. I think they got the momentum. They scored. I think I'm not going to blame specific players because I think it was a wonderful goal, and I think sometimes you've just got to appreciate that sometimes this team has scored a great goal. But usual fan base.
We have to ask how it came.
But we just pick a scapegoat and go at a scapegoat. But sometimes you just got to appreciate that a player against us has scored a wonderful goal. But that gave Wolves the momentum, and then unfortunately we've bottled it. I will put on the point that it was in the 97th minute. It was only 6 minutes of added time. So that's one of many mistakes that these fucking imbeciles that's supposed to be being paid to be referees have done today. And I don't like to be someone that blames referees for results, but Werner's goal should have stood. It was a perfectly legitimate goal. Sainz dived like Tom Daly in his prime at the Olympics. He won a gold medal for that. But yet that's not even checked by VAR. Yet as soon as Ruben Loftus-Cheek scores, you've got all the microscopes out. You've got the magnifying glasses. You've got anything. You've got freaking telescopes out just to see. They spend half the fucking game looking at that video, trying to find something wrong with it. Which, yes, Lukaku did touch it, and it probably was offside. But if you're spending 7, 8 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes just to try and find out if that's offside, then it's not that clear and obvious, is it? I've always said that there needs to be a time limit on how long you can check a decision to see whether it's clear and obvious. Because they've had enough time, they should have. They're efficient enough. They should be efficient enough to be able to check something fast and look through it.
But Matt,
so there should be a limit, and they should.
Matt, I need to talk to you, Matt. I need to talk to you. Okay. I agree with every single comment you're making on VAR. Before we go to Nick and Alfred, I just want to say very quickly, Werner, Pulisic, they will get into good positions. They will do amazing things, but that final choice making isn't good enough. They've even let Lukaku down today. Honestly, they've actually let Lukaku down. Lukaku wasn't the worst out of the three. He scored 2 goals. But Werner, he would make an amazing run. And he don't even look up to pass the ball. And Pulisic, I don't know what's up with him passing either. So we need to start looking at ourselves before blaming the refs and the VAR and stuff. Because, of course, it could have been 2 or 3-0 before the 2 goals. I get that because Lukaku was a bit average and shocking before the penalty. If we're being honest as well, he wasn't that good. So that goal gave him confidence. The second goal was amazing. The second goal is what we want to see from Lukaku, by the way. We want to see those type of goals. I'm very happy for him. I applauded him. I praised him. But when you see him get into decent positions and you see Pulisic, not giving that ball, or Werner not looking, or Kovacic deciding to go all alone, I get it. The drive, the amazing run, just cut it back, man. He's empty. He's by himself. Look, just let him tap it in. You know what I mean? Our final choice making has to be blamed today. Yes, Tuchel made mistakes. Yes, VAR let us down. But our players let us down again. This is what we need to acknowledge. Our front three, Lukaku actually was the best out of them because he scored 2 goals. So,
and he did make really good runs and put himself in good positions.
My problem is, how do you solve this? Because you put Havertz on, will do the same thing. You put Mount on, does the same thing. You put Ziyech on, does the same thing. They're all shite. So I think we need to be
less selfish. We need to be less selfish.
No, but I just can't be asked to complain about them anymore because they're all just as shit as each other.
No, I don't think it's that.
I don't want to waste my breath on it anymore.
Matt, they're not being shit. They're actually done good. They're actually they get into the right positions. They're not making the right final choice.
No, but that's what I mean.
Our decision making.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The decision making in our team, all of them, none of them are good at decision making. Ziyech is probably the best out of a lot of them, but the amount of times Ziyech will go through a game and lose the ball 26 times. You can't, as a top team, have a player that's doing that, even if he does make the decision right every once in a while.
Well, listen, today was a decent performance. I don't think it was as bad as what we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
My issue with the performance today is we were left so exposed and so vulnerable.
There's nothing we can do about it.
But we don't need. The thing is, though, the players don't need at 2-0. We do not need to be throwing the amount of bodies forward that we did. We control the game. Just keep the ball, keep it simple. Yet we were throwing men forward, and we were chucking bodies into the opposing half. There's no need for that. We're not chasing the game. We need to control the game, and our lack of control has been very evident over the past previous games. Right? We have not.
If we let Wolves press onto us and we sit back, we're going to concede the similar chances anyway.
But Wolves are not known for the pressing. It's just still on the counter attacks. Like the amount of chances Trincao had on the count. Like, let's be real, Wolves, to be honest, could have won the game if they had better finishing. Like in my opinion, they created better chances than us, and that was because of our poor decision making. As Sadiq has said, Yeah,
I don't think that's true. I appreciate it, Nick, but I don't think that's true. I think we created better opportunities than they did. I think the only difference between both teams is that they tracked our defending as a team, and we just left our back line vulnerable all the time. Personally, I think there's one player no one's mentioned that much, and I think it needs a massive spoken about, and that's Aspilicueta.
That's really,
He's supposed to be a
He's
leader,
done.
he's
He's
supposed to be the
done.
captain,
As
and
I
he
said,
was
he's checked out.
the worst player on that field today.
Yeah.
As I said, he's checked out. He's done Barcelona, and for me, there's a plane going out of Gatwick right now to Barcelona. Put Aspi
He's
on it.
on the
Put
next flight.
Christensen on it. Put Rudiger on it.
guys, let's hear Alfred.
We don't need him
Let's hear
anymore.
Alfred. Alfred, you've not said a word. It's been 11 minutes. Alfred, you're usually positive. Give us some positivity.
How can I give you positive, man? I cannot. This time, as much as I would love to, I cannot. Unless you want to hear something like, well, we're still 4 points above Arsenal and they could choke for the rest of the season and not win any games. You know, that's the only positivity that I can give you, because I can't give you any positivity from this fucking stupid shit.
We're coming
game.
4th or 5th, lads. We're coming 4th or 5th.
It's-
I can't lie. I've said it. I've
What's
said it,
that?
man. No, I'm saying I think we'll come 4th or 5th.
Hey, look, man. At the moment, we're doing it to ourselves, aren't we? It's not something that we can say is unrealistic anymore. A couple of weeks ago, you know, about 8 points above both of them, or something like that, and we were looking really good, you know. But now, yeah, just looking over our shoulder more and more. I just cannot believe how fucking backwards this team is, man. How can we play so well in some games, like against teams like Liverpool? Liverpool could not beat us, you know, in three fucking games. They struggled to, you know, to score against us, and now look at Wolves. As soon as we go 2-0 up, somehow they manage to fucking get back into it and get a 2-2 draw. Absolute joke, man. I'm so sick of it. And we've seen this so often. We always fucking switch off. Every time we think we are comfortable, nah, forget about it, mate. After Lukaku scored his second goal, you know what I said? I said, oh, wait, it's done now. We'll be pretty comfortable. But then I remember that I'm watching fucking Chelsea. So, and I even said to Matt about 15 minutes before the end of the game, you know what's coming, you know, because
Yeah.
I've seen it too many fucking times with this team, and here we go again.
Here we go, people.
Charity
Matt,
FC.
what TikTok content we getting today?
But my TikTok phone's flat, so I forgot to charge it. So fuck that. I'm not in the mood for that shit anyway, bro. Fucking hell, man. I'm fucking sick of Eduardo Mendy, man. I'm fucking sick of him, bro. Get this fucking guy off the pitch. I'm sick of him. Bro, he can't fucking do anything. This guy fucking stuffs up Tuesdays, and then Loftus claps men's cheeks again. Can't fucking do anything. And then when he's under pressure, this Loftus cheek doesn't do fucking anything. I was about first 20 minutes, I'm like, he's fucking fantastic. Yes, he's finally doing something. Then 30 minutes, he drops, and then come the 50th minute, he's just slumped. He plumped. And I said before the game, I said, we're going to really see how much we miss Jorginho. And this game fucking showed it. How much we miss Jorginho in that fucking midfield. He is the glue to our midfield. Him and Cover need to be there. If we had Jorginho, we would have had much more possession. We would have slowed the game down. What was I going to say about Saul? Was fuck brain fart. Saul. I don't blame Saul, man. He was absolutely lost. What do you call it? Oh my god, sorry, it's 2:30 a.m. I'm still on 5 hours. He has no confidence to do anything, that he just makes these little 2-3 meter passes. So I don't blame him for that. But I'm fucking sick of Eduardo Mendy, man. I'm fucking sick of him. I forget what it was the start next game. I'm done. I'm done here because fucking Mendy was absolutely shocking in the last 20 minutes. When we need him. When we don't need him, he's doing these, you know, nice saves, whatever. But when we need him the most, he doesn't step up. He doesn't step up, and it pisses me off so much.
He saved
We
us
don't
at
have any players to do
2-0.
that.
He saved us
I,
at
think
2-0.
I can't believe you're
What?
blaming
Hang on,
Edouard
Huang?
Mendy. How
I'm not
reactionary.
blaming anyone,
Yeah,
Mendy. I'm just sick of him.
Mendy is
I'm
not
just sick
the
of him.
issue here, to be honest.
Yes,
Let's
he
be
is.
No,
real.
how
he,
are
he
you
has,
gonna
he
go
has
there?
been recently.
No,
He
He's
has
been
been making
shocking.
one
No,
big
but
I'm not
in,
blaming him
in
for
other
individual
games,
loss.
yes. But right now, you cannot blame Edouard Mendy for
He's
this
part of the
loss.
problem. I'm not
No,
blaming
he's
him
not.
individually. I'm
He
blaming him
really
as
is
part of
not.
the
Stop
problem.
being so
Yes, he is.
reactionary
Yes,
every
he is. He's
fucking
part of the
5
problem.
minutes.
He's the part of the
I'm
problem.
sorry, but
And
you're
no one
being
speaks to him
reactionary
about him.
just because you've got a
Everyone
Kepa
comes and
agenda.
complains.
Mate, if we
Everyone comes
played
and
Kepa,
complains
half of
about
them
this
goals
player,
would have
this
gone
player.
in.
No one complains about the players and no one speaks about. Mendy is a main reason why we keep losing games. All right, he saved that Huang goal. Huang, the ball was bouncing up and down and he was on his weak foot. Mendy got a great save there, fantastic. But when he's needed, he doesn't show up. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing last year. Same thing. I'm saying the same thing.
He wasn't needed when he made that great save. Then
Yeah, 2-1.
that's not
Fantastic.
being
He made
needed.
a save 2-0. When we need to win the game, when it was 2-2,
Sorry, but if
2-1, he didn't make the save.
they scored that, then they would have
It would
won.
have been 2-1.
They would have gone on to win if they scored that.
They should have won that game. They should have won that
No,
game.
they would. They would.
They should have won
Can't
that game
go.
from the start.
Oh, he made a good save, but we're not going to credit him for that.
I'm going to give him credit. Of course, I'm going to give him credit. But I'm saying when he needs to turn up
No,
majority of the times.
you're saying
We're
when
winning
it's to that,
2-1. We're winning
we
2-1.
needed him
He
to
doesn't
turn
make
up
this
at that
basic
point.
save.
No, but we
He
needed
doesn't make
him
his
to turn
basic
up at
saves.
that point. It's not. Oh, we
Actually,
didn't need him to turn up just because he made a good save.
Okay, I don't know what you're about because I just gave him credit and then you're just repeating the same thing. I said he done a great save and then he's still not doing. But when we're winning 2-1 and it's a basic save, he doesn't need to do much. He gets a foot to it, but he doesn't get his hand to it. All I'm saying, I'm not blaming him individually. I'm not blaming any player individually. Everyone was fucking horrible, but he's part of the problem why we keep losing these games and we keep putting our heads down because as soon as they score, we just always put our heads down. No leadership whatsoever on that pitch. Manny is the first one who puts his head down there. Then we've got players like Thiago Silva, who I think is too old to be a leader. He puts his head down as well. Reece James puts his head down as well. Saul's non-existent. Rudiger's the only one who has his heads up, and his head's already in Real Madrid. So we've got no leadership, no intensity as soon as people score. That's the reason we lost. Not blaming anyone individually, it's the whole team effort. And our attacks are so cocky. I'm sick of Pulisic was so good today. He was so good today. Come that last 10 minutes, he's trying to dribble 6-4-5 players. Same as Kovacic. Just play it simple. We're winning the game and they're trying to just play this cocky 6-7 dribbles. Same with Werner as well. I don't think Werner had a good game either. I think it was absolutely shocking. I think if he was good today, we would have won 4-2. Then we would have won 4-2 because he was absolutely shocking. Let me speak.
Listen, Mendy. Obviously, I've been watching him the last 2 or 3 months properly. There's always a mistake coming from him, whether it's the kick out or something simple.
Let's just play Kepa and Bettinelli for the rest of the season then.
Yeah, I reckon.
Might as well.
See where we go.
When Kevin last time Kevin played, they're in the same form. Like Kevin comes in, he doesn't play worse than what Mendy's now. Mendy's absolutely in shocking form. He's in shocking form.
This whole team's in shocking form.
Yeah, everyone else has had a rest. Everyone has got rotated. Mendy's the only one who has to go rotated. We've even rotated Alonso today. Like he hasn't had a rest since the last AFCON as well. And we've done that. So Mendy's the only one who hasn't got rotated.
Matt, obviously, I understand what you're saying with Mendy, and he's got to be responsible like anyone else. I get that, but something what you're missing out is you're saying about rotation. In the middle of the season, Kepa came on and did a job, and he made a mistake.
Fantastically.
Yeah, but he did do a mistake, and that's in the World Cup. That's why Mendy came in. I'm not. How I see it is, I get what you're saying about Mendy, but Mendy can only do what he in front of him. You don't see the goal with goals as well. How do you not know that Kepa would have done worse or say?
I'm not saying he would have said that. I'm not saying he would have said that, but I would rather play.
Mendy wins us cup.
So why are you getting on
competitions
Mendy's back then today? Again,
if that was Kepa in goals, he'll be off to Lazio by now because Kepa doesn't save long shots. I thought Mendy was the one who saves long shots. Again, that Trincao, that was a good shot, fantastic shot. But I thought Mendy saves these goals. But
not
again,
many people are saving that Trincao.
Hang on, we haven't tested Kepa out in a form like this. Kepa came on last time, back in January. He played Tottenham. He was fantastic. He comes on the FA Cup, fantastic. Reason why we got in the Club World Cup. Reason why we got.
And then he came on in the League Cup and skied the pen.
Yeah.
Again, this is the agenda. You guys have an agenda. You're blaming him for a penalty. That's not his fault. We should have won that game in the first 90 minutes. His job is to save the ball. He says it's not to score goals.
True, I agree with that. I
Why are
agree
you
with that.
Didn't
talking
do that in
about?
the penalty shootout, bro. But
Why are you
anyway.
talking about
Yeah, I know.
Mendy?
He was shocking a bit of shit, but again, you don't mentally put on. I even said when I was watching the game, I said, "Why would someone keep on? I don't want keep on now. You don't mentally sub on a keeper just for a penalty shootout. We do not. You don't do that. I've never seen that in my life. Same thing with
Guys,
Caballero
I got some super
back in
chats. I got
2018.
some super chats. Let me go through the super chats. Sorry, man.
0.
Evox says Matt Mendy
Thank
played
you,
well today
Thank you.
and made good saves. It was
Oh,
defense
we
and let him
conceded 2
down.
goals. Hasn't
No way,
had a clean sheet
no way
once.
is Kepa saving those goals. Please stop with the Kepa prop. This
Thank
dude's
you.
the dull Rory blaming Mendy. Laugh my ass off.
You call me Roy Jennings, man. Dude, I'm not on popping Lampard here.
I mean, all I'm going to say is there's no need to discuss this. If you think Thiago Silva's not a leader, then there's nothing I can do. If
Bro,
I speak, I'm
I wish
instructed.
I could tell he was a leader, but he's not. He's
Oh my
he's
God,
too
oh
old.
my
He's
God.
too old.
That's a bit harsh, Matt. That's a bit harsh.
Hang on,
No,
hang
do
on,
you know
hang on.
what? Do you know what?
When everyone's
Yeah.
hang on. How come we keep conceding? Yeah, again, it doesn't back up his argument. He just fucking talk. How come we keep conceding every time after 30 seconds? Every time it's a defense fault because Thiago Silva, his head's down. He's too old. He doesn't want to. I don't blame him. It's not his fault. He's not supposed to be
Everybody
leading.
calm down,
We have,
man. Matt, the other
when
Matt
we
as
have
well. Calm down, man.
when we
Calm
have
down,
a shit
everyone.
captain like Azpilicueta, we need someone like Thiago to come and step up. Rudiger's head's in Madrid. That was Rudiger's job beforehand. As soon as Rudiger signed that contract, his head's in Madrid. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about this team now. Silva doesn't step up. Reece James' head isn't up. And we're talking about captains here. There's no leadership because no one heads is up. No, there's no
We need
intensity.
Mount.
There's
We
no
need
one.
Mount.
No,
Bro,
look,
I wanna
in the
play him.
back
I
line
wanna play him.
today,
Yeah, go
in the
on,
back
man.
line today, I will sit here and say, in the back line today, yes, some moments Thiago's like he came out and he followed Jimenez too far out and he left Rudiger and James in the back line exposed. But he's been this season, him and Rudiger have been two of our better players all season of the whole
I don't
team.
disagree. Fantastic. Exactly.
So I can't sit here and I can criticise for moments, but I can't sit there and say they're not leaders.
There's a difference between being a good player and being a leader. I'm saying today he wasn't a leader. When we're down 2-1, his head's down. There's no intensity from him. There's no let's go goalkeeper. No nothing from him. I'm not saying he's the best player on that pitch. He's the best player on that pitch. But I don't see any leadership qualities from him. Trying to get up from other players. I didn't see it. Tell me otherwise. I didn't see anything. I don't see any leadership qualities from him.
It's your opinion, like I say, it's your opinion what you're seeing, and I'm not going to dispute that because then that'd be foolish of me. But I'm asking, obviously, I'm making a competitive argument with you, what I see, and
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I'm not disagreeing. Yeah.
no. And the one person I think, like you're talking about leadership, and I've said it earlier, and I'll repeat again. Azpilicueta is supposed to be our captain, and in the first half, I counted on both my hands 10 times at least. He gave the ball away by doing something silly, and that is not a leader. That's not a captain either. And it's like if we get leaded by that, then what? Everyone else is going to think, what is that's our leader? What we're supposed to do? So I get what you're saying, but at the start, for me, there's something needs to be done here. I suppose something's wrong with Azpilicueta because for how many years he's never done this sort of play. He's always consistent. And all of a sudden now, the last few weeks, he's been our worst player on the field.
You're right, and I've said that. I've said since this season. I don't think Azpilicueta is a proper captain. I think he's a legend for our club, but I don't see any leadership qualities in him. So Dig knows I'm a captain. I just won silverware yesterday. You saw on Twitter. I just won silverware yesterday. I know how to really captain the team. I'm not saying in a high level or anything, but I have a different mentality. Some people because I've been a captain for 5-6 years. I'm not saying I'm a good captain, whatever, but I'm just saying I look at it a different perspective. And I think, as I said, I think Silva is the best player on the team. I'm not even blaming him for that. I don't blame Silva for these games like this because he's too old for this, man. He shouldn't be here carrying a team. He's done he's done a fantastic job. But again, I don't see any leadership qualities from him today. If there was, tell me otherwise. I'll go have a look. But for me, I didn't see anything. I saw him doing his job as a player, but I didn't see him doing the extra job of being a leader. That's what I'm just saying. If he was a leader, show me otherwise. Prove me wrong. I'm fine with that. I just didn't see it. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, look, I want to hop in here and just say something real quick. I know we've talked a lot of negativity today, but I just want to shine a quick positive light on Lukaku today. Because, look, for one thing, he has deserved all the criticism this season, and rightly so. But today he showed a bit of fight. and he stepped up and he
Yeah.
scored 2 goals for us. And
Today,
in my opinion, he actually gave a shit. He showed a bit of fight, he tracked back for a couple runs, and he played all right. So I just want to jump in and give him props because he was the only player on the pitch that probably deserved some. So look, if he can continue this into the back end of the season, it will be useful, but only time will tell with that.
I want to say, where was Lukaku's? I think a fantastic point, but he was the only one who maybe he's head up. But where was this, wanting to win mentality every single week beforehand? Like, I see him on the bench there, he's putting his head up. I'm like, that's fantastic, but why didn't I see this before? I mean,
He's running
I
quite-
personally,
he's
I
running quite
do
a
not
lot.
have the question, or I don't have the answer to that. Maybe with the whole ownership thing, maybe, I don't know, maybe that, obviously Todd Boehly was in the building today. It's good to have that over and done with now, but maybe he's come to the point where if he does not perform, the club will look to get him off, and I don't know, something like that. It's better late than never, and at least we've seen something today. So look, we'll just take it forward and build from there with him. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we'll need honestly his goals. If he can step up in the last couple games, it will be highly appreciated, seeing as we paid 97 mil for him. But you never know, I guess.
yeah,
Nick,
we're gonna really need him.
Nick, did you say you're going? Sorry.
Yeah, go on. What, sorry?
Did you say you're going?
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh, okay,
not going.
so go on, Alfred. Go on, Alfred.
We're just gonna say, yeah, we're gonna really need him in these last few games, and I was so happy for him today. Today, I want to hear nothing bad about him because he did his fucking job. All right, came on the pitch, scored. He played. He scored 2 goals, and the rest of the team just let him down. And you could see when he went off, when Wolves scored their second goal, you could see the look on his face, the look of fucking frustration, and yeah, just think about how pissed off he must be because it was finally his time to get some light shed on him again, to be in the spotlight, and now it all got taken away because now all that everybody's going to talk about is how fucking shit the rest of the team was, how shit the result was. I genuinely feel so sorry for him, man. Every fucking time he looks like he can get a bit of positivity happening again, some bullshit like this happens. It's fucking ridiculous. I can't believe it.
Well said.
But yeah, look, the entire team was shit today. I wanted to say earlier about that discussion. We were talking about Mendy, and personally, I have no idea why. I really don't understand why Mendy was even in a topic of discussion because
he just conceded 2 goals. Again, we're just deflecting when he just conceded 2 goals.
And what you expect him to do all the work by himself?
Why?
The
No,
whole
I'm not
team-
saying that. I'm just saying he conceded 2 goals. Not individually was his fault, but he played a part in his fault. But we try to deflect the situation that Mendy, we have a shit defense in front of us. Oh, this that. No, Mendy was part of the mistake. Don't deflect the point of it. He's a keeper. He
He's
should have
not
made
the
those.
prime.
But you guys say Kepa doesn't save long shots, but that's what Mendy's for. But Mendy didn't save it, and Mendy didn't come out of his box when Cody did that because Cody the ball was going 2 kilometers an hour, but he gets his knee to it, not his hand.
Are you
So
telling
he
me
was
that?
part of the mistake. He wasn't the mistake. He was part of the mistake.
Are
So
you
don't deflect
telling
it.
me? Are you telling me, bro, that you expected Mendy to save that shot?
Trincao shot.
That was
No
the
one is
first goal
saving
from
that.
2-1.
No
But
one is
if
not
saving
enough.
Kepa was on that pitch, you guys would be saying Mendy would have saved that. I'm not saying he would have saved that.
No.
I'm not saying no way. That's
There
not,
ain't
there's no
no
way someone saved that.
keeper.
No,
There
Don't
ain't
waste
no
the shot.
keeper saving that, son.
I get
No,
what
but
Matt's
that-
saying.
I
I get what Matt's
I
saying.
know what
I get
Matt's
what
saying as
Matt's
well.
saying.
If it was Kepa in goal,
Yeah,
all back now, if Kepa was goal, we would have said Kepa should have done better.
yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
should have done better. He should have done
Yeah.
better.
So why are we not doing the
Yeah.
same to Mendy? That's
It's
what he's
true.
I'm
saying.
not
and I
saying
get
why
that.
either of
We've
them-
got to
either
give
of
the
them-
same.
Hang on. Let me jump in here. So it's the expectation of Mendy because Kepa can't save long shots that he's supposed to save that shot.
No,
But,
because that's what everyone was saying.
it
He
was
was
a
known
good
for.
shot.
Everyone was saying, Mendy's long shots. He can save long shots. We don't need Kepa. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that where's the same effort. I'm not giving him the stick. I don't think anyone could say that. I'm just saying,
Sorry,
from
Matt.
everyone
It
else
just
says that. But I'm more on the second goal. He could have came out for that. But I'm not saying he's not the mistake. He's still part of the mistake. You can't come here and sit here and say, "Oh, why are we talking about Mendy?" But he just conceded 2 goals. He was part of the mistake, like the other 10 players.
But
You can't
the
deflect
problem,
the point of him.
fair enough, Matt. But the problem is we've got much bigger issues than just Mendy. It's just the
Yeah, I'm
cohesion.
starting
There
from
is
the back.
there is no cohesion in this team. We are not a unit. We won the Champions League of being the best unit in the world, right? We worked as a unit. We defended as a unit. We're just playing as sloppy individuals. Individual mistakes are killing us. Yes, Mendy is responsible for some of those individual mistakes, but on top of that, it does not help when the people playing out in the field in front of him just keep messing up. Therefore, he's just feeding off scraps. So, we just, yes, Mendy's been an issue, but the team itself needs to be taken into consideration, not just the player. The defenders, Aspi today, was horrific. Saul missing. Thiago Silva was all right. He put his body on the line, but at times you said maybe he did lack leadership. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I can see where you're coming from. Something just needs to be just addressed. The mentality at the team is at an all-time low. I genuinely would not be surprised if we finish outside the top 4 if we just slip up even further. And who are we going to blame? The players? Probably, because their heads are somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that's the
Majority
thing,
of them definitely have their mind somewhere else. So let's hear Nippin very quickly. Nippin, you're always positive. You always say we're gonna get top 3, top 4. You're nonsense. You always say Werner in. You always say this, that. Go on, give us some positivity.
Why should I fake positive? Why should I toxic positivity after that? After going 2 goals up and completely capitulate, and that should have
You tell me.
been 3 goals. We should have been 3. We were robbed. Okay, in the first half, it should have been 3-2. Let's be real.
2.
Yeah, but the thing is, the refereeing was absolutely dreadful today. There is no denying that. But we put this result on ourselves. Referee did not help. Werner's goal should have been a goal, but we should have created chances. As Sadiq said earlier, our decision making was tragic at going forward. We should have created more goals, right? And yes, it was shit that we got disallowed a clear opportunity, a clear goal. That Werner's goal. Simply, there's no other word for it. It should have been a goal, but the ref just fucked it up today, and he fucked up a lot of things. But still, by not putting pressure, the team today was poor, and therefore we lost. We lost it,
So Nick,
we dropped points.
Nick, let's rank the most, like in order. Yeah, 3, first, second, third. What was the problem today? So, for example, you could say ref was the third problem. Second was, Sar, Asp, what you think, and the first could be attackers. In order, you're 3.
In order, number 1, I'd just say the general decision making. We could have done so much more.
I agree with that.
We just were selfish.
Okay.
Number 2, then the defending. Asp was poor. There were instances where Thiago Silva did step out, but he was not the issue. Anyway, and then 3, I would say the ref, because we can't be blaming as much as it hurts.
We're on the same page. We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
There's one. I think you're getting there. I think for me is solidness, because obviously, if you look at the end of last season when we was playing, we kept a lot of clean sheets because we were solid in that back, and we didn't really see that many goals. 1 free game against West Brom, but this season, for some reason, that back line and all that, we haven't been the same. And let that be solidness in that defending what needs to be sorted. That's my number 1 criticism. It's been like this too long. Decision making is another, like you said, is my number 2. Pulisic's decision making today was absolute dog shit. For me, he really did do me in. Some of the decisions he was making, and I was literally chucking things at my phone like that, just trying to play the right ball.
Same
But I
thing
wouldn't
with
put.
Werner, to be honest. He just didn't
No,
put
I
his
don't.
head
I
up.
wouldn't blame Werner. I think Werner did all right from personally. My
Yeah,
personal opinion, I think
well,
Werner did all right.
yeah,
I
he
think
made
I
good
didn't
runs,
expect any
but
more from him.
he could have squared it to Lukaku like half a dozen times.
I
I
know.
swear.
But yeah, of course he could.
Buries his head.
But if you look at it, the way he was getting pushed to the byline all the time, and he was trying. But I can't take that away from him. But the
Fair enough.
Perisic was in more clear opportunities where he could pass him, and he actually one of the passes he just literally passed it so far ahead of Lukaku. Lukaku couldn't even get the ball back in the ball because it was literally so far in front of him, and it's stupid. But the other option I'm going to do, for me, is talk. Is I didn't see a lot of communication with the whole team. I saw Rudiger was getting upset sometimes. Like, why are you doing this? Couldn't do better. And,
I think
but
that's what
it's
Matt's saying about Silva and Rudiger. I think that's what he's saying, and I
yeah,
think
and that's
people are
why I agree.
misunderstanding where it's coming from.
Yeah, and that's what I think is a lacking. There was not many kind of talk. There's not many like if you John Terry was there, for example, or Frank Lampard, you know you can be hearing something. Even Drogba, if he was doing, you know you're going to hear something. They're going to say, "What you doing? Get down, do that, do this, that." And I didn't
That's what
see
he's
that
saying.
today.
That's what he's
Do you know
saying.
what I mean? And it's frustrating. It is frustrating. No mind. I wouldn't put the referee because yes, there's decisions or should have been better. Don't get me wrong, but it weren't the main fault. If it was the main fault or one of the top three faults, we would have lost today because he would have easily gave an opportunity for them to score more goals because he would with fouls and everything what was given on what was doing silly shit in our back line. So I can't blame referees. It's got to be all us, and we're not the same team at the moment that we should be. And everyone's got their own opinion. Obviously, that's mine. But the one thing I will say because obviously I mentioned it. Obviously, Matt said back midfield, and some people have been saying back the midfield. I actually think the midfield did really well today.
Offensively, they done well, bro.
Defensively poor.
Offensively, they done really good. Defensively, they were taken apart, bro. Even the first goal, Kovacic gave the ball away. If we're being honest, he gave the ball away.
Yeah, well, I'm not disputing that. Or I'm not, like I said, defensively, but offensively, for me, they did a great job.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, defensively, I agree with you. Yeah, they probably should have done a lot better.
Yeah. We saw a lot of drive from both of them. Loftus-Cheek had a drive. He went past players. Kovacic done a drive, but Kovacic should have cut it back. But he went for the shot, and he went straight at the goalkeeper. Like if he hit it front post or on the back post, different story. But I don't know, man. Just can't finish. Alfred, what about you? Your order of three.
Bro, I'm so disgusted in the team as a whole. I don't even know if I can think of three. Just one. There was actually a pretty key thing for me that happened when Havertz came on. He just took that fucking ridiculously shit shot. So I'm going to be a bit different and maybe say I'm going to probably use that as my one because I think he could have tried to find somebody else or something, and then he done that pathetic bloody. I don't even think it hit the side netting. I can't remember, but do you know the shot that I'm talking about? So yeah, but no, look, the performance as a whole. But again, I just want to say again, this is why, I kind of understand what Matt is saying about Mendy being part of the problem, but there's only so much a goalkeeper can do, right? The team as a whole was fucking shocking, and when that happens, what can you expect out of the goalkeeper? Like he's under so much pressure, like when, let's say the opposition does 5 through balls to, let's say it was Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid, right? And any opposition that they played was so poor that they were able to just get Cristiano Ronaldo one-on-one with a keeper 5 times in that game. I guarantee you that Cristiano Ronaldo comes out on top all 5 times, and he's scoring 5 goals. Because there's just not there's just something that a keeper can't do sometimes. Like with that shot again today, for me, I wouldn't blame Mendy on it because I don't think any keeper is saving that. And the second goal, I can't remember it exactly because I was just fucking fuming so badly where I got to a point where I can't even remember exactly, where Mendy was or anything like that. But if I remember correctly, it was just like a massive scramble in the box, and there were a lot of players around him, and some prick just managed to tuck it in, right at the end. So
Was it given as an own goal?
Sorry?
Was it given as an own goal?
No.
Well, I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Cody's goal. Cody was a goal.
Was-
Cody's goal.
But yeah, the whole team was just shit, man. It's embarrassing. It's gotten to
Guys,
a point
who we playing next?
Leeds.
And
Leeds.
on the weekend, I mean.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
Leeds.
And if you think what Wolves did to us was going to be bad, Leeds is going to attack us 10 times as hard.
Who's at home?
Leeds.
Yeah.
We're away to Leeds.
That's going to be interesting. That
no.
one.
It would not
See, for
surprise
me-
me a bit. It would not surprise me one bit if
Live
we
in
lost.
Farmer.
If we lost to Leeds,
Are
and
you at
then,
home?
huh?
Are you at home?
Yeah,
On a Saturday?
yeah. I have to help Mum out with the business.
I'm glad you're home for once, man.
Yeah,
I think because you're at home, we dropped points today. I think that's why.
the moment you end the stream,
Yeah.
well, do you want me to be on good Wi-Fi or bad Wi-Fi?
I'll take bad Wi-Fi now because we drew.
Right.
2-2.
Let's leave home then, shall we?
No. You can stay. It's fine. All right, guys. Let's get some predictions for Leeds. Matt, prediction for Leeds, bro.
What?
Prediction for Leeds.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say just 2-0 win. No, 1-0 win. 1-0.
1-0.
That's
Okay.
the start.
Nick.
Feeling another 2-2, low-key. I just think
Wow.
Leeds, they've got, they're in a relegation scrap. They just, and it's at Ellen Road, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's at Elland Road.
It's going to be rocking, and the way we played today, 2-2.
2.
Yup.
Gonna be a difficult one. Everyone in the comments, man, let us know your predictions for Leeds against Chelsea. Some of you guys saying 2-0, 1-1 Charity FC. You just knew you were gonna drop it against Wolves, man. Even at 2-0, I weren't confident, man.
Bro, like, how do we do, man? How do we just turn around in fucking 10 minutes?
Look,
We've been doing that over the years with Sarri, Lampard. Nothing
Bro, we've
changes,
done like
man.
twice this season.
nah, nothing will change unless the board changes. It's as simple as that.
So you're gonna get rid of
So what?
Boehly as well?
No, not both. Oh my god.
You wanna get rid of Boehly already after one game?
No.
I can't believe what I just heard.
I
Nippin,
said that.
it's time to go. It's time to go, Nippin. It's time to go.
Fine.
Anyways, you can't say fine and think I'm not going to remove you on purpose as well, Nippin. Two can play at that game. I know how you are. Predictions, Alfred. Come on. Give some positivity, man. Let's hear this.
4-1 for Chelsea.
Yeah, you're smoking.
Hopefully Jorginho's back.
Have you
They
slept
are
yet?
going to-
Alfred, have you
They are
slept?
going to come at us like crazy, and they're going to give us a lot of chances to expose them. They're going to be all hyped up because they're at home and want to attack like crazy for their
Get in!
crowd,
Get in!
and,
What?
and we're going to expose them.
What?
Brighton scored, I think.
Yep. United
Against
are
who?
losing.
Oh, who cares about United? We need to know about Arsenal and Tottenham. And...
But Arsenal, but Tottenham.
No,
We
we
don't care about
already know
United.
United.
What's
I
United?
didn't
with you?
United's finished anyway.
Brings joy.
We should
to
focus on
my
Chelsea
eyes.
yesterday.
Brings
We should focus
joy.
on Chelsea yesterday.
I'm watching
Arsenal
F1.
win,
That's
Arsenal
more
win today.
important.
That's it. Arsenal win
Right,
today.
they
That's
started.
it. They've caught
Wayne,
up.
is F1
Yeah,
on
3
now?
patches free. The
Yeah.
third
Big up the
pre-practice.
Quick plug, big up the Mercs. You know, we're gonna come back for you. We're gonna hunt you down, Ferrari.
Mercedes looking good, you know.
Hey, Nick, you can't do that. You're Ferrari now, right? We've told you, right?
I'm Merc, bro. I'm Merc all day, every day.
There's too many Mercs. You need to be a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Well, I welcome the competition. I don't mind if Ferrari too, but
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a very entertaining game. I think it'd be a 0-0.
Entertaining 0-0.
No, I don't think it'd be a 0-0. I think it'd be shit.
You know, this win today would have probably guaranteed top 4.
I think a win guarantees top 4.
Because Tottenham is playing Liverpool next, and it's possible that they'll beat them, but not likely. It's very likely that Liverpool will have won. We would have gone 3 more points ahead of them, and we would have been in a very good position. But no.
Yeah. Well, that's where we are, man. Is anyone actually worried for top 4 now? Like, generally, like, does anyone?
I'm genuinely worried because Arsenal, you know, they actually. I never thought I'd be saying this, but like Arsenal, they're actually looking good. And the thing is, they've got cohesion. They're playing as a team, you know? They're hungry. We don't look hungry. That's the thing. We just put our heads down.
Nip and let him finish, please.
Nah, you're good, Nippon. What do you want to say?
Hurts me.
It does.
There, man.
I look, to be honest, Tottenham, we shouldn't have to worry about Tottenham because they have to go to Anfield and they will drop 3 points there.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they will though. I have a feeling.
You really think Tottenham will get in the way of Liverpool?
Tottenham won't get in our way, but I think that'll be Liverpool. I think it's Arsenal's that problem. Tottenham's
Arsenal are the problem. So I mean,
they win today. That's it.
Yeah,
1 point.
How much does it matter to us? How much does it matter to us to get third? Like, do we? How motivated?
They don't want it.
How motivated is
they?
The
don't
team?
want it, bro.
They don't.
They don't want it. What can we do?
They want to go off to Cancun. They want to go off to fucking Mallorca. They want to go off to.
Half of them are going to Spain, man. Half of them are already going to Spain anyway.
We need Barkley and drink water.
Bullshit.
Bro, we need Tchouaméni. That's the only positive I take, bro. My client scored 2 goals yesterday, man. Did you see those goals? Oh my god. I don't want to hear no Basmati who score that, man. Those goals were absolutely class from Tchouaméni. Absolutely class. Yeah. Oh my days. I saw those shots.
Oh, great goals.
No Basmati 3 passes. But he needs to come in. He needs that to come in.
Going off this, with Todd Boehly and the big news coming out today, obviously, that they're taking over the club. How much are we gonna spend? How ambitious are we gonna be in the transfer market? Because obviously under Roman, you know, he put his money where his mouth was. But under Boehly, what are we gonna see? What do you expect to see? Sorry, that's probably a better question. What do you expect?
Statement signing, possibly. Statement signing. Kunde should be at statement signing.
I agree with Matt. Yeah, it's he's gonna want to show that he's for real, you know.
That he's the dog's bollocks. He needs to come in here and prove a point.
I'm really excited to see it, man.
Yeah. Look, I mean, he's got stakes in the Dodgers and the Lakers, and they're quite successful. They're big teams, LA based. They've got ambitions. He doesn't mess around, Todd Boehly. You know, I've got a close mate of mine. He's American. He's a big baseball fan, and the fans all love the Boehly ownership. And I can't remember the other guy who's also with him. But you know, we as fans, obviously, as sad as it is to see Roman go, we just have to hold our heads high. We just have to be optimistic that Boehly will work out, and we need to go into it with an open mindset. And that's the key thing. I'm not seeing a lot of some people on Twitter reminiscing about the old days. It's all great to see that, but we need to keep an open mindset as fans. And that's, you know, the biggest thing that we can do as a club going forward. And if they deliver, that would be great. If they don't, then we can get on the back of them. But at the end of the day, what much can we do?
Yeah. This game is Just finish
So,
off.
you know, it's an absolutely massive time for our club now to see what we're going to do in this next transfer window and in the next couple of transfer windows. See how we go about things next season, and we can just. It's been said already. There's not much we can do either way. We just have to hope that the new owners do definitely care about us and what's
I
best
think
for
they
the
do.
club.
You don't
Yeah.
buy Chelsea Football Club without having some level of ambition. You're not sitting
Correct.
back in the back of your chair just saying, "We'll accept mediocrity."
Yeah,
They're
I
hungry.
completely agree.
Mm.
Completely agree. You don't buy a club like that, to just watch it crumble. So
Yeah, you want the best for it. So, and investment wise, it's best for them to pump money to a certain extent in and invest in the club, obviously, because if it just slips away, then they're going to lose out on their investment. So they need to be ambitious.
yeah. So come on, Haaland.
No. Get all this, man.
Mbappe.
Oh,
I'm
I'll
done
take
with
him
it,
as
man.
well. What, Sadiq? I watched your stream earlier.
That was before the game, bro. That was before the game.
What the? It's fucking 2:53 here, man. Fucking dead ass.
What's the time for you lot? 2:53 for Nick
Yeah, 2:53 in Sydney, bro.
and Alfred.
Yeah, same here in Melbourne. Yeah,
Matt as well. 2:53.
it would be,
Yeah.
because he lives where I live. So
What's the time for you guys, Sadiq?
It's nearly 6 p.m. It's alright here.
Sheesh.
It's alright.
Fair
I'm
play.
not
No, man,
Right.
that result just finished me, man.
Yeah, I just want to go to bed, wake up and make a decent coffee and just get on with my day tomorrow.
What, at 3 a.m.?
No, not now, bro. Well, nah, just, sleep on it and then just reset, bro. Because it's just the Everton one took a lot out of me, I would say. Like the Everton defeat really hurt. And this is just frustrating more than anything. But, oh well, not much we can do now.
Are you gonna watch the race, by the way? I mean, not race, qualifying. Are you gonna go to sleep?
Probably, or maybe I'll probably have it up in the background. I don't know if I watch the race though, because it's like 5:30 in the morning here, and it's just like I can't be bothered to get up. I got to do some assignments and that tomorrow, so I'll be pulling a late one.
Matt, you're back.
I've just pulling that TikTok, Probably should have been still.
Wait, and quick shout out to Bristol Rovers, absolute scenes, winning 7-0, getting promotion.
Against who?
Pardon?
Against who?
Yeah, and Scunthorpe.
Yeah, Scunthorpe United.
Yep, 7-0. They needed to win, get promoted, and they did. So at least they can score goals, unlike us.
Well, all we're saying for next game is Jorginho must be there. We've seen how we get outrun when Jorginho's not in that midfield. He's the real glue to our team, not Mason Mount. We actually made a lot of chances though. We made a lot of chances today. Having more fluidity, as we say in the attack. But Jorginho must be in that midfield. We're shocking without him, man. Absolutely shocking.
Yeah, he's the
Hopefully he's back, man.
facilitator. He as much as he can. He just dictates play. While he does slow the ball down and maybe not create as many chances, he adds control and stability, which we lack today. So
is he injured?
Yeah, he's injured.
Is he? Oh,
he's injured. That's why I didn't play today. Yeah, if he wasn't injured, if he was benched, I'll be too shell out if he was out.
To be honest, I wouldn't. To be honest, I wouldn't have minded.
Reactionaries.
Look, if Ruben started, if we had Jorginho today, he must, as you said, he must have started against Leeds. Yeah, probably Ruben could have played, but still.
Oh yeah, I mean he's injured. We can't do it. We couldn't do it bad.
Exactly.
But I just said,
Still.
we're gonna get our run with Loftus in the midfield anyway. We
Yeah.
have to do what we have to do. I think Kante should be back maybe next week. We can play Kante cover, but Jorginho is the real glue to our midfield. Real glue to our midfield.
I still can't believe this result. Fucking hell, man.
What's this? Like I J5 prop is disgusting. What? How? The evidence is shown. The evidence is shown. He's only lost 3 games out of his last 46 Premier League
Nick,
games.
take care, man.
Yeah, cheers. Big up the panel. Have a good rest of your
Take care.
weekends. And
Yeah,
up the
you too.
Chels.
Take care, man.
What a
J5
fucking
prop.
absolute clown. You're going to play with Loftus, Clapsman, Cheeks, and Kovacic in the midfield. They are fucking shocking together. They are shocking together. They can't play double pivot. The Kovacic has to
Well,
play
were they
with the Jorginho.
goals, Matt?
What?
Were they at fault for any of Wolves'
The
goals?
first one.
There was way too much space. Way too much space.
Kovacic
That's
lost
the
the ball.
problem. Yeah, and the second one, there was no one covering that midfield. There's way too much space between the midfielders and the defenders. Way too much space. That's how they got through both times. Both of them were shocking. Both of them, because Kovacic can't play with Loftus. I don't blame Kovacic. He can't play with Loftus, and Loftus can't play with Kovacic. Loftus can't play in double pivot. It's not Loftus' fault. It's not Loftus' fault. He's can't play. He's not meant for this team. Put him in a full end where he plays in an 8 and plays in his natural position. He's not going to get that at this club. He will never get that at this club. That's why I don't want him at this club. He's a fantastic player, but he doesn't fit our system. Like we've known that for 6-7 months. I don't know why we're changing our mind after he does a 45-minute performance against what's they called, Palace.
Well, folks,
Where's Alamat? Where did he go? What a fraud!
he got frustrated. I don't know why.
Well, actually,
It is
I
what
mean,
it is, I
fuck
guess.
it now.
It's what it is. I
Can't
think
take the
everyone's
heat.
just frustrated after the game. So here's what it is. Tomorrow,
So the midfield is the midfield. It was not again like we jumped to this conclusion that we're blaming the midfield. We're not blaming the individual midfield, Benjamin. We're blaming the point that they play a part of the problem. That's what people can jump to the conclusion. When I blame a certain thing, they assume I'm blaming this whole as a whole for the whole game. No, they're part of the problem. Those 2 goals, Kovacic's fault. Fucking tries to do this Ronaldo shit. He's not Ronaldo, and he's wasting time with this. And then in the second goal, Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic were just way out of position. There was no one there. So they're part of the problem. That's what people understand. Like,
That's
look attack. Sorry, I would get frustrated as well if someone had my name and
Can I? Have I given
yeah,
my
well, speaking
prediction
facts.
yet, Sadiq?
sorry, Nippon.
Have I given my score prediction yet?
Yeah, give your score prediction because we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh God!
Come on, give us that fake positivity like you always do.
I can't. I'm done with fake positivity. It's making me it's not making me a good person. Fake positivity.
Okay, so give us a prediction.
I'm
It
gonna
only take 2 seconds to give prediction.
feel and say 3-2 Leeds United. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
3-2.
Yep, we are losing.
Wow. They have it, folks. CFC Daily's pissing me off. Man wants Tuchel out. What?
Oh, is he still saying? What's he saying?
Did you change it?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm following him.
Hey, let's turn this into exposing the Muppets.
What's
No.
Roy Jennings gonna say about this now? Roy Jennings gonna be too
Roy
shy.
Jennings.
I think what he was saying is that we got to start looking at Tuchel. I think at some of the problems.
no,
Again, Luke. That's what he's saying.
man, that pisses me off. Seriously, he's not the fucking player on the pitch flopping a fucking 2-0 lead.
But I think we should have
For
stopped early,
fuck's
man.
sake, man.
Why did he put Chalobah? Why did he put Sarr? Why did he put again? There's some mistakes there that are not being blamed. Again, we're not blaming him individually. We're blaming him because he was part of the problem. He shouldn't have stopped on Sarr. Maybe stop a bit earlier. But again, you're right. These players are better than these Wolves players. Like we're winning. Like it's these players, man. This majority of it is these players. Luck attack. Come for my arguments, not come for the personal reason. Come for the arguments. Oh, Sadiq FC with the comment here. You joking? It's going at him.
Yeah, man. So it's going to be a very interesting last 3 games, isn't it, in the league?
We're gonna bottle it. I think we're gonna.
Bro, I know we're stressing over that. We shouldn't. We should be focusing on Liverpool. We should be stressing over a top fucking 4 race. We should have got this fucking weeks ago. Brentford, Burnley, all these teams, man. Should have got this weeks ago. Look at tech. But unfollow Rory James right now.
Wait a
Unfollow
second.
him. Why do you
Wait a
follow him?
second. I thought you I thought you were blocked by him, Sadiq.
He unblocked me because he wanted to do collab recently.
Did you accept? I never tweeted him in my life. I spoke about him once with Jem on a stream, and he blocked me. I never spoke about him on Twitter ever, and he blocked me.
He unblocked me. He wanted to do collab with me to discuss about what happened with other YouTubers, and I said no.
Yeah, good. He's trying to. Right,
unless he pays me, then
You know what?
He'll throw you in the mud, Sadiq. Don't trust that man, bro. He'll throw you out in the mud and get you and transform into all the hate towards you. That's the type of guy he is.
If you, I'm watching the game right now. We should go and get Yves Bissouma.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's a good player, bro. He's a good player. Yes, you're all right.
Did he? Yeah.
If we don't get Tchouaméni, we should go and get Bissouma. I'm watching the game right now, and he is running the show in midfield.
He is a good player. I think he's just a bit. I think it was something with his ego, wasn't it? Something with his ego or something. That's the reason I think United didn't get him. Not too sure why.
Wait, is the Liverpool game today?
Yeah.
Yes.
2 hours or something. I don't know. It's just today, so I know.
In a couple of hours, I'm pretty sure.
On a Saturday.
Sorry. Hang on.
Oh wait, it's Tottenham today. I think. Hang on. Oh yeah, it is. Wait, no, it is today. It's in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Liverpool should win that game comfortably.
What? I've never seen a Saturday kickoff this late.
Yeah, I know. Why is it so late?
That's a weird one. That's gonna ruin our Formula One stream. Flip's sake. Okay. I'll probably watch
Formula One. Liverpool Tottenham. That's gonna be an interesting game actually, because
I genuinely think Tottenham will get a positive result.
I hope it's a draw.
It could be a draw.
I hope it's a draw. That'll be good if we get a draw. You know, because I don't want Liverpool winning no final. I don't want Tottenham getting in no top 4 race, so it'll be good if it's just a draw. Should Chelsea go for Pogba? No. Oh. Nah. No Pogba. That's what someone in the chat said.
Oh, Elliot. Pogba, yeah, he'll do better than Loftus-Cheek.
Oh, put a stick there with the bit of Loftus-Cheek in the midfield, man. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't mind Pogba. Facts. Even Nippin's speaking facts today. Look at that. Put him in the midfield. Double pivot. Cover Shama.
Look, if it happened, I don't know if I would mind, too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't
be interesting.
Push it. Tchouaméni first.
Yeah, look, we were speaking about Spurs just before, and Liverpool. And yeah, that's one thing. All we've got at the moment at this point, because our performances are so shit, is that the possibility of, even though they're playing quite well at the moment, Arsenal are due for a fuck up, right?
No,
They've won their last.
Stop this! Stop.
No. What, bro? Last week we talked about this. 2 weeks we talked about this, and Arsenal dropped points.
Do you remember what I told you 2 months ago? Do you remember what I told you about Arsenal 2 months ago? Do you remember?
What?
What did I say about Arsenal Football Club? As much as I hate them, what did I say about Arsenal?
Unless it was they always choke when it counts, I don't want to hear it, but go on.
I said they will finish on top of Chelsea. Now, they went on to lose 3 games, I think it was. And you guys were referencing me. Oh, there was someone in the panel saying this and that. And now you're going to say, today, you're going to say, but we're still ahead. That's what you're gonna say to me if I do
Yeah.
mention it.
Yeah, and
And I'm gonna
you
say
know what
to
else I'm
you,
gonna say? You know
I
what
will-
else I'm gonna say?
Go on.
When that happens, come at me then.
Bro, I'll get Pavan.
Get him. Bring him on the stream. I would love that.
What would you say to him?
Huh?
What would you say to him?
I would say, since you're so good at bottling bets, why don't you bet on Arsenal to finish above Chelsea? So
When
I could,
when will you change your
beat
name?
you in that bet too.
When
Huh?
will you change your name?
When will I change my name?
Yeah.
I did change it. In the last stream, it was Pavan, you're a fucking mutt. In this stream, it's Pavan is a piece of shit.
Oh man.
Check the
So-
private chat.
Lippin, you need to just go, bro. Take care. I'm gonna end it. Don't worry.
Yeah, see you
Take
in a
care.
bit.
Goodbye.
Take care, Nippon.
Lippin's funny, man. Guys,
Nip in, cover, double pivot. Make it happen.
is there anything else that we can add? I think we've covered everything, man.
So what
Covered.
you were saying before, Sadiq, is Arsenal are finishing above Chelsea. You're
No.
saying that with chest.
No, I said that 2 months ago. Okay, and we
And you're
were 8 points ahead. I
And
think,
you're
at the
sticking
time.
to it?
Today's performance gave me a bit of hope that we might actually win games. Like when I saw us 2-0 up, and then I got taken back to reality. Like I felt Lukaku's back. Like I'm tweeting Lukaku's back. Look back. Like I'm tweeting all this bullshit, and then it's 2-2, and we could have lost if we're being honest as well. We
You
could have won
could've,
easily, and we could have lost. It could have went
That's
either
true.
way.
They
Basically.
actually
So-
opened us up quite a few times, didn't they?
Exactly, and I think that's the point Matt was trying to make on terms of
Mm.
a lot of part of the problem from each position. So yeah, if we look at Arsenal, they do play as a team right now. The man just signed a new deal. The morale is high, and I know you're expecting the F up. I get that, but I feel like when it comes to these final games, they might flop one game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think they'll flop Leeds. I think they'll fail another team. It is a worry, Alfred. And if we do make it, we will be fourth.
Yeah,
That's
and
if we make
and that's another thing, man. Like even if we make top 4, if we finish below Arsenal, that is so disgustingly bad, man. Because we were so far ahead of them at one point. It was actually it's actually embarrassing to even have the conversation that they could finish above us now. So, but as I said before, until it happens, because the fact is, we got 3 games left. We could screw them
3
up,
cup finals.
but it can be just the same for them. They got 3 games that they could screw up to. I'm not saying they will, but history suggests that they will, and Spurs as well. So
Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap it here. Matt, thank you for coming on.
Look at us, me and
3 a.m.
Alfred. It's 3 a.m. and me and Alfred, the other ones here. Like, what frauds? Everyone else, absolute fraud.
Well said. Well said. That's a good
Commitment.
point. It's a very, very good
Commitment,
point.
true.
I have to respect you a lot for that. 3 a.m. Big up to
Now
you.
to
lot.
add to that good point, Kappa start next game. See
Yeah,
chat.
we was waiting for that. So, guys, we'll see you guys soon. Like the video if you think we're getting top 4, and subscribe if you're new here. And we should be doing a stream very soon. Follow the Formula 1 link, which will appear at the end of the stream as well. We'll be streaming in about 2 or 3 hours' time. Alfred, thanks for coming on. Big up the panelists that came on. From top of my head, Nippin, Nick, the other Matt, and Wayne. I don't think there was anyone else.
Can't count, man. It was only 5 minutes.
Big up to everyone else, and we'll see you guys soon, man. Take care.
take care, everyone.